Hello again, Gills fans. Welcome back to Gills in the Blood TV for what is our final match day live of a very different and very tricky 2020. Tonight, the boys in blue take on Keith Curl's Northampton. The game is literally a minute away from kick-off. Team news, unsurprisingly, sees Steve Evans make no changes to the starting 11 that won at Rochdale about 10 days ago in that 4-1 victory. Big news though is the substitutes bench. We only have 5 available, no substitute keeper. Joe Walsh unavailable for reasons unknown so far. So the team in full is Jack Bonham in goal, a back 4 of Ryan Jackson, Jack Tucker, Connor Ogilvie and Thomas O'Connor. A midfield 3 of Josh Eccles, Robbie McKenzie and Scott Robertson. It looks like it'll be Kyle Dempsey and Alex McDonald either side of Big John Akindi. In terms of substitute options, we have Declan Drysdale, Christian Magoma, Trey Coyle, Matty Willock and Verdane Oliver. Still no Jordan Graham, still no Dominic Samuel, still no Stuart O'Keefe. Henry Woods has had a minor operation, is out for a couple of weeks. Jacob Mellis has had a recurrence of a knee problem. And I'm not sure on Zach Medley. Seems it could be that because we've already got 5 loanies in the squad. But yeah, still pretty confident with that starting 11. If we match the levels that we reached at Rochdale, I fancy us to win the game. But obviously we can't drop off from them standards that we set 10 days ago. Hope you all had a very nice Christmas and a very safe Christmas, and I shall bring you footage as and when it comes. Not a lot happened first 2.5 minutes, but it's a set piece now for Northampton. Jack Tucker with a foul about 30 yards from goal, which they dinked into the dangerous area. It's a free header. Thankfully for Gills' point of view, it's gone harmlessly wide of the far post, but we didn't pick up properly. I think it's Kean Bolger, former Fleetwood centre-back, who's escaped round the back. Yeah, gets rid of Connor Ogilvie a bit too easily, but can't direct his header on target. First half chance of the game, still goalless. First real passage of play that the Gills have put together. A little clip ball over the top for Ryan Jackson. He does well to bring it under control. Pulls it back to Josh Eccles, I think, who squares to Kyle Dempsey. His cross, unfortunately, goes behind everyone in the Northampton penalty area and out for a throw-in on the near side as we're watching. Still goalless, but still very even. 6.5 played. More good play from the Gills, involving predominantly Josh Eccles, Scott Robertson, Ryan Jackson and Kyle Dempsey down our right. Very patient, willing to keep it, Gills, not trying to go too early and eventually work across in position. John Akindi peels off his man, wins his header and heads it back into a dangerous area, but Northampton managed to smuggle it clear. But promising signs from the Gills in an offensive sense. Still goalless with 9 played. First shot in anger, and it comes from the home side. It's Benny Ashley Seal. He does well down the inside left channel. Tries to get across, and it's blocked by Jack Tucker, but comes back to the young Northampton forward. Snap shot. Jack Bonham saves comfortably with his legs. First shot in anger, though, comes as we approach 10 minutes. First corner for Gills has just been won. A decent passage of play again down our right-hand side. It ends up with Danny Rose coming back to help out and smacking it out for a corner, which Kyle Dempsey's going to take. In swinging, flat one, doesn't beat the front man. That's poor. Disappointing. Josh Eccles recycles it. We've had to go back to halfway to Thomas O'Connor. He's gone square to Ryan Jackson. We'll probably end up going all the way back to Jack Bonham here, which is really frustrating. Cameraman, I think, might have enjoyed a few Christmas drinks. Doesn't seem to be keeping up with play too often. A couple of times he's had to zoom in hastily after not keeping up with play. But quarter of an hour gone, still 0-0. No team really on top. Half chance for the Cobblers. Decent delivery from the left-hand side. The lad Hoskins gets in front of his man, but he's well outside the front post. Never troubles Jack Bonham. It drifts wide of that near post for a goal kick. Still goalless. Very scrappy at the moment with 20 minutes played. Big chance for the Gills to take the lead. It's gone out for a corner. John Akindi does really well. First time he's got the run on the back 4 of Northampton. Shows good strength. Manages to cut back onto his right foot. Feeds Kyle Dempsey. His touch isn't the best and the shot gets charged down at point blank range and goes out for a corner. Gills' best opportunity so far. Corner's been delayed here. There's a bit of handbags in the 6-yard box, which the referee's just sorting out. But here it comes now. It's Scott Robertson's good delivery. Flat into the near post. Connor Ogilvie appeals for a corner, but the referee's pointed for a goal kick. That was better delivery though. That one from Scott Robertson, better than Kyle Dempsey's earlier one. Just signs that Gills are just starting to shade things in terms of territory with 26 played. It's a penalty to Northampton. I'm not sure it is. Referee's given it very quickly. We've just looked at the replay. It's Danny Rose. Bursts into the box. Outpaces a couple. Connor Ogilvie comes across. Looks to have pulled out of the challenge. And Danny Rose just runs into and falls over. But the referee's quickly given it. So it's all on Jack Bonham now. And whether he can keep the Gills level, which is a shame because Gills have probably been the better side for the last 10 minutes. Here it comes. Jack Bonham goes the wrong way into the roof of the net. Northampton lead 1-0. Is it deserved? Probably not. But there's work for Gills to do now with half hour on the clock. Good response from the Gills. Really good ball. I'm not sure it was. Come from deep. It might have been Jack Tucker. Gets Robbie McKenzie into the box. Tries to pull it back for John Akindi. Defender gets back and acts it out for a corner. See if we can make something of this and see if we can get ourselves back on level terms before half time. 2-0 to Northampton. It's another poor goal from the Gills' point of view. Ryan Jackson's out of position. Doesn't get back in quick enough. Ashley Seal, the young lad, drives into the box. Jack Bonham makes a decent enough save. Ball rebounds out to Danny Rose. He's got to tap in from 5 yards. Gills all over the show the last 5 minutes, unfortunately. And it's a huge, huge way back now from 2-0 down. Free kick to the Gills, 20 yards out, dead central. Carl Dempsey's over it after a handball, we think, by Kean Bolger. Referee really late to give it. It's made some odd decisions, as has the linesman tonight. Thankfully, the cameraman settled down there, although it might have gone missing for the two Northampton's goals. Would have improved my mood a little bit. But a chance here for Gills to pull one back just before half-time. Got to make sure you hit the target, Carl. Referee blows his whistle now. Through the wall, it's got in. Gills are back in it. Carl Dempsey with a really good strike. Minute before half time. Northampton 2, Gillingham 1. Come on. Half time here at Northampton, and it's Northampton 2, Gillingham 1. For 20 minutes, I thought the Gills were really good. We looked solid enough defensively. We'd only given up one half chance. We hadn't created loads ourselves. John Akindi getting in. Carl Dempsey was probably our best opening of that period. And then we switched off twice and conceded twice. I've looked at the penalty a couple of times. I think it's soft. I suppose it's one of them. If you're a Northampton fan, you say it's stonewall. If you're the fan of the defending side, you say the player's gone over easily. But Conor Ogilvie gives the referee a decision to make, unfortunately, and he decides it's a pen. Second goal's poor from start to finish. We're caught out of possession. Too many the wrong side of the ball. Ryan Jackson, for me, doesn't do enough to get back in. Jack Bonham then makes a decent save at first fault, but has patted it into a dangerous area, and then we don't respond to the rebound, allowing Danny Rose to just tap it in. Thankfully, we've got what maybe was a soft decision right at the end of the half, and credit to Carl Dempsey, the skipper's whipped in a really good free kick, albeit aided by a really poor Northampton wall. So, work to do second period, but I think going in at 2-1 will have changed the team talk slightly, and I'm sure Steve Evans will have us at it, and certainly in terms of performance, will be better second period. Still well in the game. Second half, 30 seconds old, and there's a free kick already to Northampton. Conor Ogilvie with another foul. Clumsy again, unfortunately, from our centre-back. In terms of half-time, there's been one change for the Gills. Dane Oliver's come on for Scott Robertson, so it could be a 4-4-2 with McDonald and Carl Dempsey persisting out wide, or it could be a 4-3-1-2, almost a diamond with McKenzie at the base, Josh Eccles and Alex MacDonald from the sides, and then Carl Dempsey in the 10 behind the front two now of big John Akindi and big Dane Oliver. Obviously, Verdana want to play well against his former club, who he won promotion with last season. But Gills have got a free kick to defend here early in the second period. Gills couldn't defend the free kick properly, and unfortunately it's 3-1 to the home side. Alan Sheehan whips it in left-footed. It goes all the way through the box, goes in off the far post, it looks like, nestles in the corner. Jack Bonham can't keep it out. There's a bit of debate as to whether Kean Bolger's got a touch, but the bottom line is Gills now trail 3-1. Carl Dempsey's free kick right at the end of the first period counts for little now, as we still find ourselves 2 goals behind. Big response needed, and pretty instant needed as well. Gills haven't got going second period. The third goal seems to have really knocked the stuffing out of us. I'm not sure if Dane Oliver's touched the ball yet, and we're 56 minutes in. Matt Willock's now stripped and ready for action, but it's another half chance from Northampton. Shot from the edge of the box has been deflected wide for a corner, and Gills need a spark from somewhere, and they need it really quickly as well. But first, they've got to defend this corner better than they defended the free kick right at the start of this period. Should be 4-1 to Northampton. Jack Bonham's had a shocker. He's come out, flapped it across, patted it into a dangerous area. Jack Tucker, I think, give credit to him, makes a really good block. And I think it might have hit the post at some point as well. Gills living on the edge. The next goal goes in against us. It's game over for sure. Should be 4 for the home team. Second change for the Gills has been made with an hour on the clock. Matty Willock's come on. It looks like Josh Eccles has made way. He went down just before that Northampton chance with a problem, and he's been taken off. Hopefully it's just nothing more than a precaution. But a chance here for Matty Willock with a half hour to get involved and show us what he can do, because he's not really been at it in terms of performances this season. So half hour to go, still 3-1. Matty Willock enters the fray. Half chance for the Gills. Ryan Jackson and Matty Willock combined down the right hand side. Willock continues his run after offloading. Ball's cut back to him. Doesn't get a good enough contact, unfortunately. And then Carl Dempsey can't bring the rebound under control. And Northampton smuggle it clear for a throw on. Still 3-1. But first signs of life from Gills in this second half. Matty Willock's really made a difference to the Gills since coming on. He's getting the ball. He's getting in good positions. He's got 2 good feet. He's using it properly. Just created another half chance. Him and John Akindi came to nothing in the end. But yeah, he's really given us a bit of impetus. But with time running out, there's only 22 minutes to play. You do feel that Gills need a goal very shortly if they're to get anything from this fixture. Still 3-1 down, 22 left. Third change for the Gills, probably the last throw of the dice. Alex McDonald's been taken off. Trey Coyle on in his place. So maybe a 4-4-2 now, surely it's going to be. It'll be Carl Dempsey from the right, Trey Coyle from the left with Matty Willock and Robbie McKenzie in the middle, and still the big 2 up front. But Gills need a goal very quickly if they're to get anything. There's 17 plus injury time to play. Gills' best moment of the second half. It's Tom O'Connor driving from deep. Gets onto his right foot. Shot takes a deflection. Might have got a flick off the keeper as well. Pushes it round the post. Gills' corner. Here it comes now. Carl Dempsey flat. Doesn't beat the front man again. Tommy O'Connor's had to go all the way back to halfway to Ryan Jackson, who in turn's gone all the way back to Jack Bonham, which is not what we want to do with 10 minutes to play. Jack Bonham's gone long. John Akindi's going to win the flick. There's been a foul on someone. It's another soft free kick, and it's more time out of the game and another chance for the home side to slow it down. Still 3-1. Gills are running out of time quickly. Another half chance for the Gills. Again, it's Matty Willock at the heart of it. He brings the ball under control. The ball then breaks to John Akindi's shot charge down. 6.5 minutes to play. Still 3-1 down. We need one now. Into the first of 4 minutes of injury time here at Northampton. It's still 3-1 to the Cobblers. Gills huffed and puffed second period, but haven't forced the keeper into a save. How many times have we said that this campaign already? Ball's in the Northampton third at the moment, but time rapidly running out. 2.5 minutes to play. So stay with this. Trey Coyle, edge of the box. Does well to ride a challenge. Would have been a foul if he'd gone down. He comes out to our right-hand side to Ryan Jackson. Goes wider still. Carl Dempsey. I have to say the pitch tonight's been absolutely shocking. That's not why we've lost, but the pitch is awful. You wouldn't let animals graze on it. Bobbly and sticky and just not very nice. But like I say, that's not the reason we're going to lose a football match tonight. We've not been at it and been nowhere near the levels of the Rochdale performance. Full-time whistle's gone and it's finished. Northampton Town 3, Gillingham 1. As I've already mentioned, Northampton good value for their win tonight. Like I said at half-time, I thought the penalty was soft, but if it was one going the other way, I'd be screaming for it. Gills never really got going. Didn't take advantage of Carl Dempsey's really good free kick just before the break. Conceded straight after the interval. Didn't really recover. And despite a lot of huffing and puffing and probably more of the ball, we've never really threatened until right at the end when Jack Tucker's forced the home keeper into a save. Poor performance. Which is a real shame after that really good win at Rochdale, and work to do on the training pitch before we head to Plymouth. As always, thanks for watching and thanks for listening, not just tonight but throughout this year, which has been really weird. To all of my followers, a happy new year to each and every one of you. Please stay safe whatever you're doing. Be back Saturday for the first match day live of 2021, but until next time, up the Gills.